Alright, this is the fold-out hard cover that we're going to put on the back of the truck. Comes with two rails right here, a bunch of clamps inside and rubber tubing. Okay, the instructions have about 21 steps, including the hair dryer. Okay, not sure what the hair dryer is for, but I don't know if we're going to get this done tonight, because the main thing is, over here where the truck is, it's got these rubber things on the sides for a camper, it looks like. In case you didn't know, this is the cab bulkhead seal. It has to be wiped down, and then you have to put isopropyl alcohol, and that's what he's doing on a rag up there right now. Is just put it on a shop rag and make sure the alcohol comes in contact with everything from end to end where the sticky adhesive is going to go on. Alright, this comes from many years of Navy training. What you want to do, yeah, right. Okay, you peel that back, get it started, and you're peeling that, you're putting that down first at that point. Okay, and then now you're pulling the paper back. I'm going to hold on to this side. Okay, I have this. And you're going to walk it back. We're not stretching it. We're just laying it down and work it all the way across. And if you take the whole thing off and try setting it down, you're going to need at least two people to hold it. If it sticks to each other, you're going to have problems. Try keeping it as straight as possible as it goes back. If you need to rip some of the paper on to get it out of the way, that's fine. Okay, and there it is. Go back over it and push it down. Make sure it's all good, and it's all in spot. Be sure to trim where it's needed. Okay, so it's fit nice and smooth, and with your thing here if you have one on your truck. If not, leave it on all the way across. Okay, getting ready to put the cover on the top of the bed, a hard cover. All right, these rubber things are plastic things on the side of the bed. I'm going to leave on. In the beginning of the whole instruction, it has them removed, and then halfway through the instructions, it shows it on there. So originally we took these off. What a pain in the rear end it was. All right, now there's the end cap where it meets on the end back here. All right, so when we put this other rail on, that's right here, we're going to make sure, first of all, that silver thing's all the way up in the front. I have a forehead flashlight on, so I'm trying to show you. And we don't want the end over here protruding out past where the tailgate goes up. All right, so it's nice to have two people doing this, but I don't have it right now. So I'm going to do my best to put one of these clamps down here on, and I'll show you what it looks like, how it's got to be done once I get one on. Okay, I want to show you something about these clamps now. I'm hoping the light gets on there, and I hope it's in focus too. Anyway, when you're putting this on, put your one finger on top, one finger on the bottom while you're screwing it on. You're hold it in place, and you won't get so aggravated. They could be done with one person just fine. Now, what I had on this, this is the most aft one, because this whole thing was tilting, going up. I put my thumb on top, and my two fingers behind. One on top. I don't think you can see it too well. It's on top there, one down here, and I used the ratchet to tighten it down. Worked beautifully. Okay, everything's still in place, and now I'm going to do the front one. That should be the hardest one because I won't be able to reach my hand around unless I get back in this area here, but that should be fine. Now in the front one, the problem I had was the top here was bellowed out, was out some, and I had to push it in and clamp it, and then tighten it down. So make sure the two pieces are together, and this is really nice and level on this. Do the same thing to the other side. There's a drain tube way over there. Okay, there's little holes underneath. See one over on this side, under there. Let me get the light. Okay, I don't know if you're seeing it. Anyway, hook up your tubes to that. I don't know where they're going to run to. All right, there's supposed to be something inside the bed that does that. So go ahead and run those in while you have it. This other side went very well. Okay, it doesn't protrude at the end. And the tailgate should go up just fine. It's not protruding out. So, hey, we're ready to put the top back on. Okay, there's little holes right here. All right, that these pins are going to go through and go down into here. And then we have to put the nuts and bolts down there on here. On that's going to be rubber washer first, the silver washer, and then the lock washer, and then the twist knot. It's a handheld twist knot under there. I'm going to try and show that to you, even though it's kind of dark down there. Okay, put this up here. You can do it by yourself if you're strong enough. It's 60 pounds or so, and you have to put it up here, and you'll hear it click into the tracks, into these tracks right here. So you're pretty much level. Move it up a little bit, and then bring this down, and these holes line up to where you can just slide this right down inside. Okay, that's down, and then on this side, grab the other one, and you know, this all looks so much better than not having this on at all. It just looks so nasty. All right, it looks a lot better now, even though it's a different shade of black. All right, so now it's time to get underneath and put the hardware on those, and on the things we just put on. Okay, you wouldn't believe this, but because I have nobody else around to help me, and I want to surprise my son by doing this, I have a can of paint on top holding the bolt down so it wouldn't push back up while I was putting the hardware on. Putting something there, and the can on top. Pushes down on it like somebody's there helping me out. It's flat silver and a lock washer in there. Then this thing hand tightens. Do not tighten it all the way down until we put this all the way out and you're happy how it's sitting, and then you have to crawl in there and tighten the thing down. And be sure to do the same thing to the other side. I tell you, that was so smooth putting those things on with when you have you know, assistants like that out here. Time to fold it out and make sure everything lines up. Now the instructions state that you have to have the back panel up before you put the tailgate up. So we're going to fold this guy back. Normally you can just hold it up if you're using two hands. I got one hand on the camera. Take the tailgate, put it up, and then this guy comes down and he's closed. Okay, this is what it looked like on the side. All this stuff along the tailgate. Okay, I have to figure out how to get something for my son for this, because that's what it looked like down this whole side. It just looked really nasty. So we put these guys back on, and that's when I made the video. All right, so hey, it's ready. All I got to do is tighten down. Everything's lined up. Go up there and tighten down those two hand bolts, and we're done. Hope you liked the video. Share it with your friends, and don't forget to take the paint can off too. Subscribe if you want. Well, there it is. Done deal. Looking good. Just got to get something for that top of that tailgate back there. Looks kind of nasty, but once we get that, it's going to look like it belongs. So hope you like it. Subscribe and share it with your fellow truck drivers.